Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. We were going to do a whole episode on this guy that mentioned all these YouTubers. Stephanie and I mean, who wasn't on this list? Popcorn Palace. So Andy from Popcorned Planet, Popcorn Palace was really smart and got a hold of the guy and actually had him on the show to debate. Now, we haven't watched this yet, but this is our reaction because it's just too delicious not to watch with you. We also, recommend that you go watch it with Andy because we're not going to play the whole thing, but we will put Andy's link of Popcorn Palace in the description below so you can then watch the full thing. I mean, I hear it's epic. I watched a little tiny bit at the beginning just so I can see that it was that. And then I was so excited. I ran over here and I said, let's watch it together. So we're going to watch it with you too. We'll stop it on any parts that we deem worthy of talking about. But here we go. Andy is having, I think the guy's name is Duke Dre or something. I don't know. But here we go.
Sounds made up.
Yes.
Popcorn Palace.
What? What about me? What about me?
These are all the channels dedicated to the hate of Meghan Markle on YouTube. And I don't
What? Well, Dre's here. What's up, Dre? You ready to do this? I think we got to have a dialogue, my man.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and I'm here with Prince Dre. How are you doing, Prince Dre?
How are you?
Did you give that title yourself? I'm just curious. Were you anointed? Okay, self-titled. Fair enough. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
I got to give Dre props. I'm going to give him props at the start of the show because I emailed him out of the blue after I saw this. He agreed to come on. I agreed not to edit our conversation. We agreed to not turn this into some weird debate, drama nonsense. He agreed to come on for a dialogue, and I respect you, sir, for coming into Popcorn Palace to have it. We'll see if I respect you at the end or if you respect me at the end. But I hope we can agree to disagree at least because I'm all about civil dialogue. So agreed. We're cool to do this. Welcome to the show. I guess I have umbrage, man, because look, you listed a lot of my friends here. You listed me. I mean, for some of us, you got to understand, Dre, this is going to be like a badge of honor. The Sidley twins, we're all in this. But where it gets Taz, my girl Taz, Thomas Markle Jr., Sean Atwood, Royal. Anyway, here's where I take umbrage.
Dedicated to the hate of Meghan Markle on
Channels
YouTube.
Dedicated to the hate of Meghan Markle. Now, I want to go hear from you. And I want to make sure you've actually watched our channel. Why do you say that Popcorn Palace, I'm not going to lump us all in together, I'll be fair. Why are you coming out there and saying that Popcorn Palace is a channel dedicated to hate Meghan Markle?
What would you call it? Would you call it positivity?
I call it news. Entertainment sometimes. We have fun sometimes. We speculate on news. We always say when we speculate on news. So I'm curious, where do you get this idea that I hate Meghan Markle?
Do you don't think that you toe the line sometimes with potential very dangerous conspiracy theories about Meghan, which is hate-filled?
Name one.
The fake pregnancy is one of them.
Okay, let's talk about it.
You didn't necessarily, I will say this, you didn't necessarily say that you think that she faked her pregnancy. However, you hosted
So you watched.
Several.
You clearly watched.
I watched it. You hosted several people who believes those things, and then the examples that they gave you was and you didn't give any pushback.
What example? The fact that her belly moves around? You don't think her belly moves around? You don't think it's weird how that she can kneel down and her belly disappears? Have you had a pregnancy? Because I've had two. Have you experienced how a pregnant belly works?
I get it, but
whoa! I just want to acknowledge. Are you acknowledging, because you said my evidence was faulty, are you trying to tell me that pregnant bellies move that way?
Well, how did it move? That's what I'm saying.
Did you watch the evidence?
Let me finish. Wait.
He just said that he watched it. Yeah, I don't. Why is he saying he watched it? It's like he's saying the sky is purple. No, dude, it's blue. Did you look up at the sky this morning? Yeah. And it's still purple? Yeah, I don't understand. Like, he obviously didn't watch it. Good job for Andy for pushing back.
Because the only videos I've ever seen of her pregnant, or pictures I've seen of her, are these very grainy photos of someone who obviously has an agenda, who's edited the photos to make it to justify their argument. And
Dre, come on, man.
Grainy photos.
Grainy photos, dude. Come on.
These are a lot of the photographers that took the first baby bump pictures. That weren't they in Australia by the royal photographers?
What about the Morocco pictures of her coming in for
Yeah.
the last dinner that night?
That's
and
the
it's
press
like-
pool.
Yeah.
Those are professional cameras.
Oh, man.
maybe he's upset because Miss Sand didn't take it.
Maybe.
parts where she squatted down. There's numerous pregnant women, especially if they're athletic, who can squat down and squat down and still have their.
We've proven that that is not true. We've proven that. So where's your proof, dude? That I've asked women to come on the show. Andy's done. Everyone's done it.
Bump out. Like, I don't understand how is this such a weird thing.
Well, I disagree in that there's more than that. I'm happy to connect you to Megan's mole. We can do a dialogue here together. She's lovely. But my point is, why won't you accept and listen to the evidence? You say she has a bias. I could say the same thing about you and looking at your videos. This is a line of succession, Dre. It's a line of succession. And I've never tried to claim that these kids are fake or that they have robot kids. I've seen awful things out there that I've absolutely squashed. I do not encourage that. I never focus on the kids. I don't like people who focus on kids. It's not the kids' fault if something's going wrong. But I have to humor ideas and theories, and it's not far-fetched that they may have used a surrogate. And the reason that's news and the reason that's a problem is the line of succession. If it's a surrogate, the UK people should know, because the bloodline is a thing. Like, I'm not in the UK, but for people who are, I don't even know where you're from. Are you actually like part of the UK royal system?
No, I'm from.
But that's
we're
the
both
point.
from
For
America.
people who are, I've learned it is a big deal.
Has anyone checked that to verify that if she had a because if she had a what would be the problem if she did have a surrogacy? I mean, and everything that the palace waits.
Kids.
Dre, we have checked. There is a rule. It is in the Constitution that if it's not born of the body, they don't make the line of succession. Of course, it's been checked.
Not be in the line of succession.
But
That's the
everything
problem.
that the palace has leaked about her. Okay.
But the
why
palace would
this
be in on
the
it
thing?
too, Dre. Just so we're clear. It's not even just that, and I've said that. My point is, you're coming at me like I'm a hate channel bringing things in, but I just would challenge you like, whoa. Step back, because it's a fair argument, and I've challenged it. I had Megan's mole on, and I challenged her.
It is a bunch of people who sat around and just all of a sudden, because she's not the only person that's a celebrity that dealt with these type of conspiracy theories, but it seems to be that these conspiracy theories only happen with women of color. They did it with Beyonce, and now they're doing it with Megan.
Andy's face is perfect here because it's not just women of color. Dre, you can check the timestamps of our pages. We have been accusing Khloe Kardashian, who last time I checked is not a woman of color. We've been accusing her of doing that for years.
Yeah.
So where is he getting that?
It's again, we're going to the race card and I can't stand it. But Andy, of course, yeah, that's my face too.
It only happens with women of color. What would be the reason for Megan?
Okay, I thought we were
to
talking
fake a
facts
pregnancy?
today. Now you're just going
We
to
are
bring
talking
racism
facts.
into it. Now it's just suddenly about racism.
But you can't have this conversation about Megan without the topic of race. This has been the topic.
Because she's made it
this has been
about
a-
it. Like,
no,
she was
no,
Irish.
Andy.
She was
No,
Irish
Andy.
before she met Harry.
And she's biracial.
She was from the Maldives before she met
She's
Harry.
biracial.
Now she's from Nigeria?
She's
You don't doubt
biracial.
that she's from Nigeria? Come on.
Okay,
You don't
so
think
Andy,
she's
let me ask you
doing
this.
that
Wait,
for
Andy,
PR?
Let me ask you this, Andy. So you know our history in this country. She's black and white. What would be the reason for her to lie to say she's not from Nigeria? Like, she could say any other country.
What would be the reason to lie is because she's getting more fame and attention and support by being black now, when she
But if
wasn't
she
getting
was-
that
okay, if
earlier
she's
on.
not from Nigeria,
Whoa. Let me answer it. I'm going to listen to you. Respect me. I'll respect you.
Go ahead.
When she was doing Suits, she considered herself white, which at the time in Hollywood was more easy. Hollywood shifted with diversity and became more exotic to be a person of color. It is a fact, Ray. It happens
That's
all
not
over
true.
Hollywood. People are now putting on pronouns and doing things to get a leg up to take advantage of this. I don't know why you're shaking your head. It's a fact.
That's not
You
true.
asked why. That's why.
No, because that's not true that she identified as white when she was on Suits. She was the reason why they changed the character as a biracial person on Suits. And if you're referring to that CV, what is that CV? The CV of her apparently
Sorry,
acknowledging
maybe
that she was.
I'll concede. I'm not, because I like to be honest. I'll concede maybe during Suits that shifted. Let's go back to Deal or No Deal. Let's go back to before Suits when she was an actress starring in Hollywood. That's when she was more white. That's just what I've seen and what she did. Now, I'm not trying to deny that she's never said she wasn't biracial. My point is she never made that her identity. She used that later to excel. And the reason I'm saying that also is based on the numerous conversations I've had with private people who know her. And I've spoken to these people, Dre, you can believe me or not, but I have. A lot of people that she's ghosted and changed, she's used because she's a clout chaser. She rode a social ladder, multiple divorces and men she's left. These are facts, dude. She always wound-upped her marriages with somebody else. And I'm not trying to say that to judge. You go, girl, get what you want, get your bag. But my point is she's always used people and movements and power and things to level up her career. She has. Do you deny that?
I do.
Okay.
Because it's this thing, like the conversation with Meghan seems like it gets convoluted with people who either they're speculating or they have conspiracy theories, and then the conversation can never be actually really had because it's always mixed up with other things or what people may believe or what they or some they read on the internet. Like I've heard this before where people felt like, oh, she's a clout.
So Prince Dre is now getting flustered and not answering the question, and now I'm starting to feel bad.
I am feeling bad for him.
Not that he's getting ganged up on, because it's only Andy.
And Andy's doing a really good job at letting him talk.
Yeah, he's not getting ganged up on like twins or anything, you know.
No, I mean,
But wow, he got flustered, and now and oh man, I'm sorry guys, because the psychology in this, if anyone knows, when you're lying, you look up to the left, you look up to the left.
allegedly.
Well, I thought it was studied.
Well, yeah, but
Allegedly. But yeah, this sucks.
I'm starting to feel bad, but you know what? If more Sussex squatters watch this, you know, maybe they'll get it and they'll just end it, man.
Sir, but what clout? What clout did she get? She was on a TV show. She worked for the TV show. She worked hard to get to the TV show, and so therefore, because she interacted with people who have some sort of influence, that makes her a clout chaser. I mean, you don't have the same friends that you had years ago.
I don't believe for a second she married Prince Harry out of love. That's just my opinion. Now, I don't have facts of that, obviously, so I'll admit that. That's my own opinion, right? At least I'll acknowledge that. She married Prince Harry because it was a prince. And I've talked to people behind the scenes who knew that she was what she was doing. And I've talked to people she's bailed on after that. She's bailed on a lot of friends, Dre. I don't know if you really have looked at the history of Meghan Markle and had a chance to speak to some of these people she's burned.
You're saying that you've spoken with people close to Meghan, right?
Yes.
So I'm assuming that this is Jessica who has said this about her because you did a video.
Don't assume that. I have multiple sources, my man. Multiple sources.
So who would you be referring to?
I know that one's come out, right? She was canceled. And I made a video about that. And yes, I have spoken to Jessica. I've not hidden that, but I've never expressed what Jessica told me, nor will I ever without her blessing, nor will I ever reveal the sources I have. Just like I promise you, I'm a journalist. Whatever agreements we make, I will keep. I go to your channel right now. Is Kate the real yacht girl? I mean, you're doing the same shit on the other side, but trying to say that we're the biased ones. To imply that you don't have a bias against the other royal family is a complete joke, Dre.
You watched the video.
I actually did watch that video, the Yacht Girl one. And yes, he was flat out saying that Kate was a yacht girl.
However, the real yacht girl, who was that, they say? Back in the day, Kate Middleton used to work on, what do they call it, yachts. And she,
Flat out says that. So he's full of poo.
Started it because I wanted to see, why are you even making this implication? You want to be mad that we're making implications about Meghan, but then you're going to go to the other side and make them about Catherine.
Watch the video.
You're just as guilty as I am then, my man.
Back in the day, Kate Middleton used to work on, what do they call it, yachts. Because in the video, I'm not saying Kate's the yacht girl. What I'm mocking the fact that we can literally use these same arguments about Meghan that we can use about Meghan, we can use about Kate. And I'm just saying how
Was
ridiculous a
Kate
lot of this is
Middleton
about.
the real yacht girl and not Meghan?
She
Come
worked
on.
on the yacht. She worked on the
That's not a
yacht.
grift. So how is what you're doing?
Princess Catherine was in the regatta scene. She was very, very vocal about working on sailboats and, you know, working close to people and doing all that. What? That doesn't make you a yacht girl.
He took a picture of Prince William and Pippa. Remember, he went with her family to Ibiza.
Yes.
He took that picture.
Yeah, of course he did, because he has no facts.
For one, I don't sit up and talk about Kate every single day.
You talk about all. Yes, you called. What was this last one I saw? Because to be honest, I haven't watched all the videos. What is this? How Prince William is dangerous. I did watch this one. Look at this. Look at this. He's dangerous and a liar.
He's a liar.
He is.
And very dangerous.
How do you know this? Oh, I know why. Because I watched this one. Because Prince Harry told you this. You don't think Prince Harry's biased,
but you don't think William is biased.
William's not making the comments.
Like
William Harry is.
We can literally play this whataboutism, and we can say the same arguments that you guys use against Meghan, we can literally use against William and Kate, and that's how
I know you are. You're doing the same thing, but you're trying to say that you're better than me.
I don't talk about William and Kate every day. You guys talk about
it's all
Meghan
over your. Anyway,
listen,
I love this. I love this conversation. Go ahead. Say your thought.
You talk about Meghan. And all those other 26 channels that I named talk about Meghan every single day. For a woman that y'all say is irrelevant and
we talk about Catherine. We've talked about other stuff. I've had Lady C on. We've done other things. I'll agree. We talk about Harry.
I know. Have you and I ever called Meghan Markle irrelevant?
No, she's newsworthy.
Yeah, I talk about her all the time. I don't know why anyone would ever say Meghan Markle is irrelevant.
And Dre,
She inserts herself in every single situation ever.
And Dre, until she apologizes to the royal family and the people of the UK and the British press, we will keep talking about her. We've told you why we talk about her.
He just lied and said that we've all said she's irrelevant. No one has said that, dude.
Talk about Harry a lot more than Meghan. But yeah,
so
when Meghan puts stuff,
you're telling
Dre,
me.
So are we supposed to not? Are we supposed to not report on Meghan? Like, what does that mean? Like, is Meghan not
That's
a
not
big?
What I'm saying.
Is she not a major public figure that warrants daily news? Are you saying that about her?
That's not what I'm saying.
So
first of all,
so I'm allowed to report on her daily, just like you do. You report on her daily too, but yours is positive.
You dance in conspiracy theories at times. You told the line.
So
you may not be the worst of the worst.
You just implied that Catherine's a yacht girl.
No, I did not.
Thumbnail, my man.
Meghan is a quote unquote yacht girl. Meghan never worked on a yacht. Kate has worked on a yacht. So are you going to say that Kate is a yacht girl?
So you're acknowledging it could be possible. Is that what justifies?
Okay, wait. Dre, you don't understand the meaning of a yacht girl then. He thinks that yacht girls work on yachts. That's what he just said. Yacht girls are women that are hired to be on the yachts with the rich men. That's what a yacht girl is. That is the definition of a yacht girl, dude. He just said that women work on like service girls, like the maids.
Yeah, what do you think what'd she do? Serve drinks on a yacht? What do you mean? What was she on Below Deck season 6?
She gave out her resume to an agency. They hired her to be on that yacht for a week in the south of France or Ibiza or wherever they go, and she was hired by these rich dudes to be her companions to them. That's
allegedly.
But I'm saying Dre doesn't know the definition of yacht girl. That's hysterical.
Meghan was a yacht girl. What are you smoking?
A yacht girl? What do you mean? You're implying that she was a person who got paid for sex.
Well, I don't know if she got paid for sex. I don't know. It all defines what our
No one has ever said that she has had sex with anyone. Nancy and I weren't there. Andy wasn't there. We can only give our opinion on this. All we know is that she was a yacht girl. How would we know her sexual personal
They
life.
are not forced to have sex, these
No.
women. They are companions.
Companions.
And if they choose to have a relationship, it's their choice. They are
Yeah.
not working women of the night. It's a different level, Dre.
Dre has no clue. It's so sad. It makes me sad.
Because I didn't say that's what my definition of yacht girl
What
was.
is your definition?
A yacht girl is someone who hangs out with wealthy men. That's what a yacht girl is. Now, what they do in privacy is none of my damn business, to be honest. I don't care what any of these people do in privacy.
Where's the evidence that Meghan was hanging on yachts with
You don't
wealthy?
Dre, you don't hang out with 60-year-old Irishmen that are hotel barons that take you to the White House, that the night you meet them, they wine and dine you and you spend the night at one of their hotels. Now, we're not saying she did anything with him because we don't have proof, but that is the definition of a yacht girl.
But from my sources and my homework I've done, I do believe she was hanging out with wealthy people. I'm not implying she did it for sex. I'm not implying she did anything nefarious or salacious. But I'm saying she did hang out with wealthy people.
But
that's
you know
what the job is.
You know your audience. So you know when you say the yacht girl, you know what they're saying to them.
I can't control the audience. I'm talking but you're already moving the goalpost to say that I'm responsible for my audience when I'm very clear on what I say. You can't.
Dre, you're the only one who doesn't know the definition of a yacht girl.
I was just gonna say that he knows our. Andy did not create the term yacht girl. This has been going on forever. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to get into my past, but oh my God, dude.
I know, man.
It's been going on forever, Dre. Just because you don't understand it or know it, that's not our problem. And it's definitely not Andy's problem. He did not invent the term.
Control your audience just like I can't control mine. The sugars
I can
are
control my
equally
audience,
as.
and I
would
can
you agree that you have
my audience?
You have exactly. You have sugars, people in your crowd who support Meghan and Harry, who are vicious and awful. Correct?
Can we not use that word, the sugars?
Thank you. So you acknowledge you have people in your camp that are not good people, right?
I think that's with any type of fan base. There's
Thank you.
But
thank you, my
man.
Compare.
You can't compare.
You have a responsibility, Dre. All the sugars are listening to you. They're going to take this video about Catherine being a yacht girl. They're going to run with it.
The Meghan and Harry supporters, they have never attacked charities or people whose link.
I want to remind everybody, Nancy and I, when we first hopped on this little YouTube thing, Meghan and Harry supporters, sugars, whatever you want to call them, wrote anti-Semitic comments on our Twitter pages because they went onto our Instagram page and saw us lighting a menorah for Hanukkah. So I'm not sure what he's talking about. Now, is that hate speech?
I have a feeling Andy's about to put him in his place
I just wanted to remind our friends over here.
To Meghan and to Kate or William, your people, your side, they attack charities that's attached to Meghan and Harry. They attack
my people. That sounds so racist.
Your audience. Come on now.
Are you racist? My people?
Don't do that.
What are you talking to my people?
Your audience. Don't do that.
My people are the ones causing this. Do you see what you did?
Don't do that, Andy. Don't do that, Andy.
Don't do what? That's what you do. You made this about race earlier when it has nothing to do with race. I don't care where she comes from.
Wait a minute. You're sitting up here telling me 2 days after Meghan and Harry's relationship was revealed, the UK press went on a week's worth of racist articles about Meghan. You're telling me those aren't racist?
He needs to show that proof because the Compton one, the only one I've ever been able to find where she was from Compton, or I don't know what it said. Do you know that Daily Mail article was written by an American woman, and I have proof?
Wow.
So I want to see these racist articles. No one's ever been able to produce them.
I don't know what they are. I need to see which ones you're talking about. I need to see which ones you're talking about.
Listen, Andy.
You need to tell me what you're talking about. I'm talking about me, my channel, and right now.
Let me say this, Andy.
I don't believe it's as racist as she is. Now, hold on. Do I believe she's faced racism? Of course. Yes, of course I do. But do I believe it's all she's faced? No. Do I believe every celebrity has faced racism? Yes. Yes.
Andy, I think the thing is, Andy, I don't know you as a person.
Has Beyonce faced racism, Dre?
I don't know you as a person.
Has Beyonce faced racism?
I don't know you as a person.
Has Beyonce faced racism?
We currently
is she mixed race?
We currently see that now. We see
Right,
that now.
but my point is, does she go out make it all the time? That's the excuse for everything that everyone hates Beyonce is because of that?
She just made a whole album. She just made a whole album based off her experience at the Country Music Awards.
Bravo. She's not whining about it, is she?
But no, the whole album was a reaction to her experiencing racism at the Country Music Awards.
Bravo to her. Good for her. She's not whining about it and making an excuse for why everyone hates her,
but
is
wait
she?
a minute. Hold up, Andy.
Correct. She's not, though, right? Thank you for proving my point.
Andy, no. I don't agree with your point. My point is this. I don't know you as a person because I can't speak about you as a person. But I would have more respect for your content if you sat up there and actually sat down and look at all the sides. Because you're telling me, you're basing your stuff about what your people, what they send you stuff or whatever. But if you actually sat down and you actually looked at those beginning days, and I'm not even getting into the family aspect of it, the Markles, but if you actually sat down and look at what she was dealing with in the beginning years, before Oprah, before the Netflix, before all those things, I promise you, you will come out with a different perspective because you are listening to a bunch of people who have a total agenda against this woman for whatever reason. This hasn't just been going on since the Oprah interview. This has been going on for 8 years at this point, the social media side and the media side. So you can't sit up there and tell me that this is just a one-sided thing and it's just Meghan and Harry is just sitting up here just doing these things just because they're doing it.
People can go back onto my Facebook and Instagram before the Oprah interview. Huge Meghan Markle fan.
It was annoying.
Defended her, had pictures up of her, dressed like her. I was obsessed with her. What is Dre talking about?
I don't know.
It's like he's just making things up in his head now.
Yep.
No, they're responding to a very abusive system that was targeting them for whatever reason. Now, you may not agree with that or not, but you can't sit up here and toe the line sometimes, but then you over here like, well, I don't really agree with some. No, you're playing both sides. And I feel like at some point you're gonna have to sit up there and pick your side of where you're gonna sit. Because you are sitting up here sitting with people who spread conspiracy theories with her all day. So either you believe the conspiracies or you don't.
I need to toe the line. I'm playing both sides. That's the same thing.
You need to stop towing the line.
Andy, you need to go back and look at it and be fair. Oh, but stop playing both sides. Make up your mind, dude. The reality is, I just listened to your whole diatribe. The reality is you don't know me, and I have done what you said. My opinion is different than yours. I have gone back and done the homework.
That's fine.
I'm an American who doesn't give a shit about the Royals. I never did, but now I've become invested, and I do.
You don't have to like
and I've
Meghan
done
here.
my homework, and that's where my opinion comes from. My opinion is my channel. People subscribe to me for my voice just as they do for you. Stop telling others what to report. Stop assuming that I'm picking sides. It's not about sides. It's about right and wrong. And I do not believe Harry and Meghan are being honest. I don't. And I've seen that through evidence.
The royal family's being honest? You believe the royal family's being honest?
No, I've never said that, but I don't believe they're out there talking shit anymore. They're focused on actual issues and health issues, and they're not out there dropping stuff about Meghan and Harry.
Where's Meghan and Harry talking ish, as you say? Where are they talking ish yet? They
just went on a tour in Nigeria as royals, and they're not royals.
But wait, how is that?
Dude,
how is that?
That whole tour was blasphemous. We don't want to be working royals. We don't want to do the job. Oh, but we're going to go do it on our own time when it benefits us.
That's not what they said. They never said they didn't want to be working royals. And
they just didn't want to be working for the royal family, right? They want the perks without the challenge. Dude, I'd love to do parts of my job and not other parts of the job. That's not how life works. If you want to be a royal and walk around and be paraded by countries as a prince and blah, 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 you got to kind of do the rest of the royal shit. And I agree.
That's what they wanted to do.
I agree, it's not perfect. I've never said it was. But you're on here calling me a hate channel, saying I'm I'm not picking my sides. Oh, but then you're not picking both sides. You're trying to play in both sides. You don't even make sense. Here's where we're gonna have to. Here's where I'm gonna put it because we're never gonna agree. And I'm gonna try to respect our difference of opinion. But I gotta point out, you are the exact opposite of me. You're doing the same thing.
No, I'm not.
You are doing the same thing in support of Meghan because you believe her, whereas I'm doing the opposite because I don't believe her.
You ever have the same energy for the royal family? Because you just said you don't think the royal family is being truthful about things. So won't you do videos about the stuff that they're not being truthful about?
I have. I got a deep shit from my audience when I called out the whole Catherine stuff.
Exactly.
I'm like, where is she?
You won't do it because it's your audience. You won't do it because it's your audience.
I did it. I did it, and they didn't
You
like
did it, but
it,
you
and I
still-
did
you're
it
not doing it
still.
now.
And I told my audience, go away if you don't like it. You clearly don't watch, so don't assume. I went up against it all. I said what's going on with Catherine. I said those Photoshop edits are ridiculously bad, Catherine. What the hell are you doing? Now we've learned, oh, it's more serious and it makes more sense. But I absolutely called them out then. And in videos I've done, I've absolutely called out the fact that they would be equal. When I had Meghan's mole on, I said, well, the royal family would have to cover that up. That's pretty messed up. Could they even admit it at this point? I have, dude.
The comparison between Meghan and the royal family, it's not even the same. And
Dude,
you
I don't
comparing me to
live in
you
the UK.
is totally wrong.
I report on the Americans. You're right. I do report more on the Americans that put themselves out in the press often, who are allowed to be
the
reported
royals
on.
put themselves out in the press often.
Dude, I don't live there. I don't care as much about the royals as I just don't. I've never hid that. I'm not a royal. I'm an American. I report on it from my perspective, and people enjoy my takes.
You compare me to you, we're not equal. I don't sit with people who spread
I'll agree on that. I'll agree on that.
I don't sit with people who spread conspiracy theories. You do. And lies. You do. I don't sit with people who spread conspiracy theories.
Dude,
at all.
You're
and
out there telling the base that Catherine could be a yacht girl.
You're
just not being honest.
Just to watch the video. You're trying to paint it in a certain way that is not even what it is.
You are trying to paint it. Did you make that thumbnail title?
If you watch the video,
did you make that thumbnail title?
What I was doing.
Did you make that thumbnail title?
Just like, listen, you sit with people who spread conspiracy theories. I don't sit with people who spread conspiracy theories.
No, you peddle them yourself in a thumbnail, but then watch the video.
No, I don't. Watch the video. Play the video. Play the video.
It doesn't matter.
Because
whatever, you may be telling the truth, but I'm trying to point out the fact that the sugars will go on that. So you can't yell at me for fanning flames, and then you aren't.
No,
they don't always watch the video, Dre. You know that. I know that. Be honest.
I do know that. But let me be honest with you, because even when I have tried to toe that line, because I was like, you know what, let me just do what everybody else is doing and try to get clickbait. I don't get any views for those at all. When I try to do clickbait stuff, I never get any views. And that's why I don't do it anymore, because for one, it's not who I am.
Thank you for admitting it's all about views. I appreciate that honesty. It's all about views for you. And your audience likes Meghan. My audience doesn't like Meghan. So because you have that opinion and you choose to do it for views, thank you for exposing that.
No. It's not just about the views. It's not just about the views for me. It is about getting the truth out there. What I'm saying is,
you just said it was about the views, and I'm not going to lie. Of course, views are part of it, but I would never do a video just for views.
Andy.
I'd be making up lies left and right if I wanted to be a millionaire. I don't.
Andy, you don't just do stuff for views?
No, I don't. That's totally unfair. I'm good at my job. My job makes me views because I've been doing this, dude, for like 15 years. I know how to get views, but I don't make videos that I don't believe in. That's the difference. I challenge you to a debate with Meghan's mole where I would moderate it. But see, right there, you lose. You won't even humor it. Call her out to her face. Have the conversation. I don't know if she'll do it. I don't know if she'll do it, but I'll ask her.
I said her on Twitter, but what is the point of talking to someone who first of all, don't even show their face? And second of all, what is the point of someone who's sitting up here talking about
because the sugars are vicious and she's got, family members, I imagine. I wouldn't blame her either with the theories she's putting out there. And the truth is,
wait a minute.
More and more people have come forward to me. Dre, I got to be honest. I got to be honest. I got to be careful.
Compare Meghan and Harry fans with the royal fans. Are you serious? The royal fans are the most, they're the most dangerous parts of the fans when it comes to this royal stuff.
Dude, the Meghan and Harry fans tried to threaten John Lennon's son, and literally threaten him, which his father died
from. And we can go through how many cases of the royal
But you keep talking about, these don't do that. You're just not, you don't speak in facts. You speak in generalities that aren't true. There's bad on both sides. There are. And the reality is, you won't have the debate. So therefore you lose. Meghan's mole, I don't always agree with Meghan's mole. But I've had the conversation, and I respect the fact that she had the conversation with me and debated me. And she's cool with it. We learn to agree to disagree on things. This implication that I platform people that are peddling things, it's not my responsibility to hold my audience. Everyone makes their own decision. I tell them how I feel. I make videos that I believe in. That's the best we can do. And it's not my responsibility what others say. And when I bring on someone like Meghan Markle, I'm allowed to challenge them. And I do, just like I did with you. And I appreciate you coming here. And I would argue it doesn't look good that you won't have that conversation with her. I don't know if she would. And I would say it doesn't look good for her either. But the more conversations we have, the better it is. And the more we stop making these assumptions about why we're making this content. I'm going to give you the final thought and then I'll give you mine. Go ahead. Final thought, Dre.
There is really no final thought because I really don't feel like this is a conversation that you can just do in 20 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Fans, let us know if you want me to come on Dre's or talk back and forth. I look, in all seriousness, while I disagree and you clearly disagree with me, I agree with you. This is important, right? The more we can have dialogue and try to respect each other's viewpoints, the better. Because the reason I really wanted to reach out was to try to tell you, I don't hate Meghan Markle. I don't. I find her annoying.
I don't sit with conspiracy theories and liars. And
no, you just imply maybe she could be a yacht girl, I guess, in the thumbnail. Watch the video and see if I tell you the truth. Click, get the views. Well, anyway, if you want to click, look, there it is. Prince Dre the Duke.
Well, that was awesome. I got to give it to Andy for getting him on there. I actually, full transparency, I sent Dre an email last week. I have not heard from him.
No.
I can understand why he wouldn't want to be on the show. Just a couple things we want to just go over real fast is, we always show proof. Andy always presents proof. Meghan's mole, I can see why he wouldn't want to debate her because she has so much proof.
Yeah, I mean, and whether you agree with everything Meghan's mole says or not, a debate is a debate, and there's healthy debates. I mean, the fact that he doesn't want to do it just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
I mean, that speaks volumes.
And for him to say like, oh, well, it gets clicks. I thought that was really interesting because I've always found that honesty gets you clicks.
Honesty gets you views. People that are clickbaiting out there, that only lasts for so long. There's only so much lifespan to that. And then people just start going, this is BS. I'm sick of clicking on this crap. And especially Nancy said she watched that video of
the
yacht girl stuff. He doesn't know the definition of yacht girl. He has no facts. He doesn't understand that world. He's never been a part of that world, clearly. Andy has sources. You and I have lived in LA our entire lives. It's just a different it's a different thing when you're in there, when you're in the thick of it.
Yes.
Okay, Dre?
Just because you are a yacht girl, they refer to her as a yacht girl, does not literally mean she was on yachts the entire time.
Yeah, dude.
He was taking it so literally.
Yeah, that she works on yachts. Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
So
but
silly.
You know what? That's
why, he keeps talking about all these vicious comments that our side makes. He keeps saying our side. Why can't he produce any of them?
Yeah, it goes back to when Meghan Markle said that Archie was called the N-word. I still am looking for that. I'm looking for the article. I'm looking for the source behind that. I'm looking for a lot of things that just aren't there. That's the thing. It's like he can't produce the evidence. I mean, Nancy and I can produce evidence that we were targeted, harassed. There was anti-Semitism at the very beginning of this channel. It didn't even take, 2-3 videos in?
It was boom. And I think they didn't know who they were dealing with. I think they thought that we were trying to be incognito. And then after that video, we made a video and we basically said our full names. We doxed ourselves.
We doxed ourselves. It's so ridiculous. But I'm just saying,
But there are people with children
that don't want to be out there and they want to be anonymous, and that's not a big deal, but they're still entitled to use their voice.
Yeah,
you guys can't take the voice away. Maybe Dre should move to the UK. Maybe he doesn't believe in freedom of speech.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Andy, please do not go on Dre's channel. Dre was only asking you because he knows he's going to get a bunch of clicks, new subscribers, followers. Do not go on his channel, dude. That is not worth it.
No one's going to tell you what to do.
No one's going to tell you what to do, but you did ask us. You asked us, and we're saying, please, please, please do not go on his channel.
It's an honor to be on that list.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
the
we
countdown was fun just to
Yeah.
see where you are.
all
in
the
that.
good friends.
Yeah, all the good
Yeah,
friends. Yeah,
yeah.
But,
it was great being on that
yeah.
list. I can't believe we've come this far. I really do feel like it's a badge of honor
the
to
Sussex
be included.
squad, man, they really came after us, and we just persevered.
Yes.
Thanks, Dre.
Today's animal rescue is Strong Paws Rescue. They are a foster-based and volunteer organization based in New York. This rescue takes animals off of death row out of high kill shelters, and they place them in loving foster homes until they can be adopted out to their forever homes. So please go take a look at their website. I'll put their link in the description below. Again, it's Strong Paws Rescue. Give them a little love. If you can't, that's fine. Just share them with friends and family. It does make a difference.
And also just a reminder, we know you guys won't do this. Just don't go to his page and say anything hateful. We got to still maintain our dignity, guys, because the one thing I loved when he kept saying, well, the royal family fans are worse than the Meghan and Harry fans. There's nothing on us, dude. There's nothing on us. So continue that. Take the high road. We're winning.
We have the truth on our
We're
side.
winning. Yeah.
We're obviously winning.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
look at Harry and Meghan have not said a word since they got, or
Yeah.
Meghan has not said a word since Nigeria.
Yeah.
I mean, she tried to get us silenced. She tried to go through AFP to get us silenced, but that was about it. So,
and we can't help it that Prince William's hot.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about
Yeah.
that. I mean,
I
we
don't-
can't wave a magic wand
Yeah.
and go,
Yeah.
turn into a frog.
Sorry.
Turn into a frog.
Yeah, sorry, Prince Harry, but yeah, he is the hotter brother. So,
All
okay,
right.
guys, we'll see you
That
real
was fun.
soon.
All right. Bye, guys. Love you.